What is going on, boys and girls? Welcome back to a brand new video. Now today, if you don't know already, my name is Josh and I like to make videos on, well, mostly TTs and sometimes other things that I'm not very good at working on. However, today in this video, we're going to be talking about this. So this is my dad's Audi TT Mark II. Now, if you don't know already, I have the Mark I version of the TT, and I've been driving this over the last 3 days, and I'm going to be talking about 5 reasons as to why I love this car. Before I sort of get into this is sort of my own opinion on this car, and obviously driving it 3 days, I'm not going to get the full picture as to what this car's about. However, that's sort of where my dad comes in. So my dad has owned this car for about 10 years now, and he's also put together a couple of points that I wouldn't have sort of recognized in the 3 days of actually driving this car around. If you are enjoying these videos, please drop a like on the video as well. Also subscribe and press the bell icon as well, because you'll be notified every single time I upload. I've actually just recorded a video on this car as to 5 reasons why I hate this car, and you should probably go watch that first. So it's in, it might be that corner. I think it's that corner. However, enough of that, let's get started. So, number 1 on the list. So, number 1 on the list, I'm actually going to start in the interior. It is the steering wheel. Now, this steering wheel, boys and girls, very nice.
Wow, it's very nice.
And the reason as to why I think I like this steering wheel so much is because just the circumference of the actual wheel itself, I'm able to sort of really get my hand round, grip it is nice and firm. Whereas with mine, it's like a lot thicker here, which sometimes, I don't know, feels a bit sort of uncomfortable. And to be honest with you, it sort of fills me with a bit more confidence knowing that I've almost got a better grip on the wheel as to what I have in the Mark I. Now, I don't know if I'm sort of blabbering on at this point, but I don't know if this is just me or if there's anybody out there that actually own a Mark I and a Mark II that can confirm this. But yeah, my steering wheel in my car is, I feel it's like too big, and maybe that's why a lot of people actually do fit a Mark II steering wheel in their Mark I TT. I don't know, but yeah, definitely the steering wheel on this car. Now, as I shut the door, I will talk about the second reason as to why I love this car. And that is just the interior itself. I know obviously I've just mentioned the steering wheel. However, I thought that was sort of honourable enough to have its own sort of mention. The interior in this car is absolutely gorgeous, and it's withstood, there's 49,000 miles on this car, and it's the interior, although it's obviously creased. That's a big wasp. Sorry, Dad, there's a wasp in it now. I'm gonna have to burn the whole thing down. If you don't know already, this is like this was an option to have like these panels like infield. So this one, this bit, I believe as well the stitching, so the red stitching, I don't know if you can see that. So the red stitching in this car is actually an optional extra as well. Just like the customization you had from factory with this car is a lot more than what you had with the Mark I option. Now I know there was individual options that you could pay for the TT, and you can have like the whole interior fitted in like a special color, but I cannot sort of think about how expensive that would have been, especially with an individual label to it. However, with this, I don't feel as though it could have been that expensive to have. It sort of really sets off the car compared to a lot of other TTs, and the red is nice. Nice. Yeah, the second thing is the customization and the interior that you could sort of build from factory on this car. The third point on this is what you see on your screen now. It is the S-Tronic gearbox. This gearbox is absolutely awesome. And if you don't know already, this is like an updated version of the R-Tronic that originally came in the earlier TTs. Again, please don't quote me on this. This is just something that I literally read on the website like 5 minutes ago. So I apologize if I get this wrong. If I do get this wrong, correct me in the comments and call me, no, actually don't call me bad names because it might get demonetized. But yeah, call me nice names. We're talking about the gearbox and also what's behind the steering wheel, which is the floppy paddles. I'll actually put a link to another video that I did. I've only had this car for like 2 days or so, and I'm making a few videos on it, and I did a first impressions, and the gearbox in this car is just phenomenal. Seamless gear changes, so responsive as well, it's beautiful. Obviously you've got all the different drive modes here, so you can obviously press the button at the front and you can select the different ones, so race mode, neutral, drive, and then obviously you got sport. Sport isn't something that my dad uses because he drives like an absolute vagina, so I just want to put this into context as well. So I've driven like an old school Lamborghini that had the flappy paddle gearbox, the e-gear. You could have a cup of tea by the time that thing actually changed gear, whereas this is, press it, it's instant. It is so good. With a gearbox like this, you only have 2 pedals to worry about, and you can just drive, enjoy yourself. Like I said, the steering wheel as well fills you with confidence, so you can drive like a right loony on the roads, which obviously is something that I don't do, honestly. Taking inspiration from the point I've just mentioned with regards to the gearbox, and sort of what's connected to the rest of the gearbox, which obviously is the car. Now, I'm actually talking about the reliability of this car. So in the 10 years of ownership that my dad has owned this car, and the 40,000 miles that he's put over that time, my dad has had 2 problems in the whole time. And you might think,
oh, they're probably big expensive problems.
nope, the 2 problems that he had, the 2 problems actually are 1 problem: self-leveling headlight lever that is located in the wheel well, behind the wheel, which basically, when you go over bumps, it levels the headlights so you don't basically blind somebody coming over the hill. It seized up, he replaced it within 5 minutes, and it was back to normal again. So in 10 years of ownership, 10 minutes worth of maintenance on this car he's had to do, apart from obviously the servicing and things like that, which you should do on any car. Like, that's pretty good. Like, that's not bad. Now, the 5th and final point as to why I love this car, and it's plastered pretty much everywhere in this car, and that is the Quattro System. The Quattro System in this car is something that's been developed over such a long period of time, and also the Quattro System dates back from the development of like the rally stages with the Audi Quattro, which by all arguments is a phenomenal car. You can definitely sort of feel that within this. Obviously my dad's owned this for like 10 years, and over them 10 years you've had a lot of rain, a lot of snow, and a lot of other different variants of weather. My dad has had no problems with traction with this. Even in snow, Dad takes this car to drive, whereas you see other cars that get stuck on hills. My dad has never got stuck in this car. It has always been fantastic, and he says that you can definitely sort of feel that heritage in the Quattro System in that car. And it's the same with mine. The Haldex system is in the Mark 1 is still phenomenal, and obviously as the iterations of the TT goes up, well, it doesn't now because obviously they'll stop making them, but the Mark 2 is definitely an improvement obviously from the Mark 1, and the Mark 3 would be even better than this. But yeah, Quattro is definitely number 1. So yeah, that was my fifth point. So guys, that's it. That was 5 things as to why I love the Audi TT Mark 2 TTS Quattro. I just want to say, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. I've actually really enjoyed this video, filming with this car as well over the last 3 days, really been able to sort of understand as to what this car's about. As I said, like my dad's had this for 10 years, and over the last 3 days is like the only time I've actually been able to drive this car. I've absolutely loved it. The one thing that really lets obviously this car down is the looks, but I'm slowly encouraging Dad to change that. When I say encouraging, more so just forcing him by buying stuff and forcing him to fit it. So yeah, more videos to come with this car, upgrading it, doing some bits and bobs to it. Any mods you'd actually like to see me do on this car, drop it down in the comments as well. And while you're down there in the comments, also drop a comment as to some of the points that you liked or agreed with me on here, or some of the points that you don't agree with me on here, or if there's anything else that you might think you love this car for. If you have a Mark II TT, let me know, I'm interested. Thank you guys so much for watching, If you really enjoyed this, drop a like on the video. Also subscribe if you haven't already, and press the bell icon as well, because you'll be notified every single time we upload. If you don't know already, boys, upload every Sunday at 12 PM. So subscribe, stay tuned. Plenty of other videos to come, like I say, on this, on the My TT. Lots of stuff to come. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I've been Josh. This is the Mark II TT, and that was our POV. Peace out, guys. Car's fucking miles away.